What is up, everybody? This is podcast Gameoverse episode 067, Saturday, April 24th. I am Wasabi Ice Cream, joined by my main man, Rick.
Yo,
What up?
what up? What up, my man? I am stoked. I know it's been a while, but I've been dealing with some bullshit. But I'm here and I'm ready to talk about some fucking video games, man.
Yes.
What have you been playing, my dude?
Let's see. Most recently, yesterday, Joker in the house. What's up, Joker?
What up, Joker?
Most recently, been playing that Nier uh Replicant, the Nier Replicant remaster. I don't know if it's a remaster or a remake, actually.
Yeah, I saw you playing it on the stream yesterday. I asked you
Yeah.
what'd you think, and you said I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
what's up? What's your opinion on it?
So I actually played a little bit of this on the PS3
Yeah.
and like this version too, the Japanese version on
Really?
PS3. And it's here's the thing, all right? This game it's a PS3 game, right? So you got to remember that it's not like the new hotness or whatever. So you got to kind of go back to the past a little bit. And it's from before a time where they really refined some of the ideas and the concepts that they had with I don't know how like combat works and like these open world RPGs and shit like that. So it's you got to keep that in the back of your mind when you're playing this because it's really I don't think it's a great game, especially if you're coming from the mindset of oh man, Nier Automata is like a masterpiece. Can't wait to go back and see how this ties into it. It's not as crisp and as polished and as like good as that game is. So right off
See,
top,
that's a bummer. You think like they're gonna remake a game, they tweak some of the roughness of the original.
yeah, and I think they did, but they tried to stay true to what that game was, um, to to kind of not upset the old fans, but also make it more enjoyable for like the new people coming in. So, and I'm not totally sure what all they changed, but I think they did like at least for the combat, they made the combat a little faster paced. I think,
Hmm.
um, just a bit more like snappier. And one of the things about the combat, which is one of the most like I think biggest differences between this and like Automata, is that there's it seems like there's a lot more options in this game than there is in Automata. At least when it comes to like switching up your abilities and you've got like magic
Okay.
and pretty much on on the bumpers and the triggers, your bumpers are like your magic abilities and your triggers are like your combat abilities. And you can mix and match just like different types of magic in and out of those triggers and then different like combat abilities on those triggers as well. And then on top of that, you get like words of magic that you can like implant on top of those abilities and on top of your weapons to customize them even further. Whereas
Oh wow.
like Automata only had like they had like different weapon types and then it had like your like
Chips.
your skill what do they call it? Like your
Chips.
it was like RAM you had a set limit of RAM and you can like
Yeah.
implant different chips.
Yeah. I was saying that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. As I was saying that, you were just like, "What is it called?" And I was like, "The chips."
Oh, you're low. Let me
Yeah.
just turn you up a bit. But
All right. How about now? Am I better now?
yeah, a little better.
All right. That's as good as it gets. I'm like talking into my microphone. that
But
that
I think
gain
I
is
can turn
up.
you up here.
All right. Cool. Because that gain is up.
But the wait, how do I turn you up here? Discord's fucked. I'm gonna keep figuring that out. But um the game's real slow paced. I think I played for like 4.5 hours or something, like 5 hours.
yeah.
And I was like, man, I know there's like good shit here, but all I'm doing is like fetch quests and go kill these sheep and get me some mutton, get me some venison, and uh, go fishing and then bring me back some fish. And there's like cool shit in between that, but it's like very, very few. So I'm waiting
Yeah.
for it to finally, pick up the
Pick
pace
up.
a little bit. Yeah.
And I've been told it kind of does that. It's supposed to like subvert RPG tropes, but it does that by being like really tropey in the beginning.
Yeah. And it
Which is
does like
genius,
there's
which is genius and like also frustrating to play through. I think we had this conversation earlier. The game's like a big fuck you, and it does it in ways that are very clever, but it's still a fuck you.
yeah, cuz Yoko Taro does this thing where he like deliberately makes a bad game and then will tell you in game why it's bad. Like there's no fast travel. So there's a whole segment in the game, well, not a whole segment, but there's a brief dialogue between you and there's this book that gives you your magic called Grimoire Vice, and he's like this like his voice by like a like quippy English guy. um
Yeah.
and you ask him like, hey, isn't there like a type of way that we could like get around faster? And he goes, well, you see, it's I can't do a fucking British voice. I don't even know why I tried that.
You sound like the Cowardly Lion. No, like the scarecrow. Well, first
but
he tore my arms off, and he threw them over there.
but he pretty much tells you, well, there's no like fast travel because there used to be the spell for like instant transmission, but people kept fucking up and teleporting inside buildings and shit. So we don't learn it anymore. We don't teach it anymore. Some shit like that. Uh, and that's why there's no fast travel.
Oh
So,
my god.
um, there's a similar thing like that because of the map in Nier Automata is like, hey, why did the map suck? Well, the map sucks because I forget why they said, but we just don't have satellite data and no one wants to do it or some shit like that.
Yeah. Like it explains all this gamey stuff, but it's still like really gamey,
Yeah.
which is like both clever and kind of stupid. I don't know. I have weird opinions on Nier. I'm glad it's still fun. You recommend it? You recommend that people buy it?
Um. Well, you gotta, if you're already a fan of Nier Automata, you have to be like a huge fan. You gotta want to know about that lore
Okay.
to want to go back to this. I mean, if you're already a fan of that game, you've probably already bought this and already playing it, and you're already probably disappointed or very excited because it's gonna go either way. Like, if you're expecting as good of a game as Nier Automata, you're gonna be disappointed. But if you're just in it for like the curiosity and just want to know the lore, then you'll be good. You'll be fine. It's $60. It's 60. It's a $60 game. I got it for like 45 on Green Man Gaming.
I
There's a
love
code
Green
you
Man
can
Gaming
use to
so
just
much.
get a little discount. So
I love Green Man Gaming.
yeah, but it's easy. It's an easy game too. I'm playing on normal, and like it starts out pretty easy. The combat is not great. The combat you'll get like knocked around a lot, but like moves, attacks you can't see coming, or just like the visual. There's a lot of visual mess on the screen sometimes, so you can't really see attacks coming. Like not because like Nier Automata, they learned that even if you can't see the attack coming, they'll like shine the edge of the screen so that you at least know, okay, something's coming. I should dodge now. This game doesn't do that. So you're gonna get hit
Of
by a lot of
course.
bullshit that you can't see, and it sucks. But even then, it's still like not too difficult. You're gonna have maximum healing items from the first hour of the game, and then you're just gonna pop them when you need them, and then pick up another one, and you just always have max items. Like it's like that kind of game. So I
Okay.
suggest playing on hard mode maybe if you want more of a challenge. And there's an easier difficulty with a separate setting called auto battle, and I've not tried that yet because it only works on like the easiest mode. And I'm like, the game's already pretty easy, but yeah. So
Well, that's near everybody. It's near replicant, right? Is what it's called.
Near Replicant version 1.22474487139 ellipsis.
Great name. I've been playing a lot of stuff. So weeks ago, because it's been a couple weeks since I've been on here, so I'm gonna go through my gaming library. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter, still fucking great. Recommend it. But the Power Rangers fighting game was on sale last week or like 2 weeks ago. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, and it was super cheap. It was like $20 for the base game plus the expansion, and I had enough like Nintendo Gold coins to like get the other expansion for free. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. Worst case scenario, I'm out $20. Dude, this game is fucking phenomenal.
I've
Holy
heard
shit.
I've heard that game is pretty dope.
It's fucking phenomenal, my dude. And like I only picked it up because I don't know if you heard, but there's some news that Ryu and Chun-Li are coming to the game as DLC characters in their latest expansion.
Wow.
And I'm gonna put that in the stream chat now so we can all see it. This trailer here. And Ryu looks fucking gangster, dude. Like, holy shit, they give him a Power Ranger suit and everything. Like, that's what made me go and get the base game. I'm like, oh, if Street Fighter's in it, I'm gonna fucking check it out. But I'm like, oh, there's actually like a fantastic fighting game here. It's really simple. So it's a simple 4-button fighting game. Well, okay, let me explain. It has a dedicated special button, kind of like Smash Brothers, and the direction you're facing the button determines the ability that you use. So a lot like Smash Brothers. And at first I thought I was gonna hate it because I'm like, oh, what? You can't do quarter circle inputs. That's dumb. This game's for babies. It's a baby fighting game for babies. But everything else is so intense and turned up to 11. Like, it's really easy to pull off some of these combos, and you can do some stupid bullshit in this game, dude. Like, I watched some competitive play to see what Power Rangers looks like competitively, and it's insane. Some of the
This
bullshit you
looks
can do.
fucking crazy, dude.
It's insane. And here's the best thing, dude. It's a tag battle. It's a tag fighter.
Yeah.
So you can push the left or right trigger to tag in a teammate. They do an attack. But if you push the button again, you swap to that teammate. And you could do it whenever you want. You can do it before the attack goes through. You can do it after the attack goes through and continue a combo with some characters. It's
This
fucking ridiculous, dude.
this looks like a Marvel versus Capcom, but
It very much does. It does a lot, but this is so fucking good. Like, this is fantastic, dude. This game. It's technically a 4-button fighter. You got the light, medium, heavy attack plus the special button, which changes depending on the direction you're pushing the button in. Um, and then you have the tag buttons, the left and right bumpers, but I don't consider those like part of the combat. But anyway, it's fucking crazy because you can do some fucking shenanigans, dude. You can basically tag in your teammates whenever you want to do an attack, and you can swap out to them whenever you want during that animation. As long as the animation hasn't ended yet, you can swap into them, take control instantly. So you could do some fucking stupid bullshit. It is insane, dude. It is insane, man. I'm playing the Quantum Ranger right now, who, fun fact, is voiced by the original Quantum Ranger from Time Force, um, who is also the voice actor for Virgil from Devil May Cry. So that's a fun thing.
okay.
And he does some stupid bullshit. Like, it's, oh my God, it's so good. I'm having so much fun playing it. I go online, I get my ass kicked because these combos get fucking ridiculous.
Joker in the chat says, which we do this live, guys, on gameoverse.com/Twitch, gameoverse.com/YouTube. But Joker in the chat says, just like you can, he says, "Is it like Dragon Ball Fighter Z?"
Um, kind of. It doesn't have a lot of the same like rushdown techniques that Dragon Ball Z does. I know Dragon Ball Z has some. It doesn't have that Dragon Ball Z stuff that makes it Dragon Ball Z. I would compare it more to like Marvel versus Capcom. It's much closer to Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
Like you could tell this is directly inspired by Marvel versus Capcom. And it's so much fun, dude. Like I cannot stress how much fun this game is. I bought it just like on a whim, and my brother came over to hang out, and I was like, "Yo, I just bought this game. Let's give it a shot." And my cousin came over. We played it for like 4 hours. It was insane. Like I just finished the tutorial when they got there, so I kind of knew how to play. So I taught them all how to play, and we had a fucking blast, dude. Just playing through these characters. Like I really, really like this fucking game.
Yeah, this looks. I need to check this out.
It is fucking phenomenal, dude. In fact, I think let me double check to make sure I'm not talking to my ass, but I think it's on Game Pass. Let me double check. Hold on.
Is there a Chun Li video?
I don't know if there's a Chun-Li video yet. If there is, I haven't seen it. But you're happy to check while I check if it's on Game Pass.
Who's the yellow? Who's this like yellow chick? Like she looks like a Saint Seiya character.
What are you talking? Oh, Scorpina. I have no fucking clue who she is.
Scorpina?
That's her name. I just know that because like the game keeps fucking telling me to buy her. I think so. The game keeps telling me to buy her. She's a DLC character.
Okay.
So I don't fucking know who she is. Like my Power Rangers knowledge does not go that deep. Yeah, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is on Game Pass, so you can just try it with Game Pass.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude, just give it a shot. All the DLC is like discounted if you have Game Pass. So if you want to try them, you can. The Quantum Ranger is a lot of fun. He's in, I think, that second DLC pack. And the first DLC pack has Lord Zed and the Shadow Ranger, who I've been playing. So my main team consists of the Red Ranger, Quantum Ranger, and the Shadow Ranger. And I'm having a fucking blast with it, dude. It is so much goddamn fun. Like, goddamn, it's such a good game. I cannot stress enough how fun this game is. It's really, really easy to get into. Once you start putting shit together and you see how these combos work, you're gonna have a great time with it. Just go check it out, dude. It's so much fun. I've been able to do some stupid bullshit with it that I can't believe the game lets me do. And then I've gotten into fights online where people done stupid bullshit to me I can't believe the game let them do. And it's not like it's easy to pull some of this stuff off. Like I don't want to stress like, oh, it's really easy to do like these ridiculous combos. It takes some time to like practice it and try it and implement it. It takes a lot of effort to put it together, but it's really easy to understand how it works.
It's kind of what I liked about the that Killer Instinct game.
Yes.
On Xbox One. Like they really simplified the controls so you can actually like do the moves, but they like really fleshed out the combo system and the combo breaker system to make it more so you can do the moves, but it's like a risk reward, like how long you can carry it out for before they break the combo and like negate all that damage.
I wish this game had something like that. If it had something like that, I think it'd be perfect. If you're trying to pull off a combo and you fucking drop it in the middle of this combo, you can't do as much damage as if you just finish it halfway through. I would love it if it implemented something like that. I think that would make this game like perfect. But I know a lot of people don't like that because a big part of the game, if you watch the online community, a big part of it's like these stupid high damage combos. But I think like if you can't, there should be a risk reward. If you can't finish it, you can't pull off all the damage you just tried to do.
Yeah.
That's how I think it should be. But I don't know. I'm sure there's people like who've been following this game since it came out. This game's been out since like 2019. And from what I've been told, the game was shit when it came out. Nobody liked it. Apparently, like graphically, it was awful. The netcode was really bad. The character models are really bad. The animations are bad, and they just tweaked all of it. I think like late last year, late 2019, and now it's amazing. Um, I've been playing this game a lot since I got it, and it's super fun. I recommend everybody check it out. It's on Game Pass, so just go try it. Go through the campaign, and honestly, I would argue go through the campaign, play it out, and then go through the story mode because it has a story mode, and it kind of gives you a taste of like what every character kind of feels like. So you can kind of get an idea how it's supposed to play, what each character does. The tag stuff is super fun. Like I cannot stress enough how fun the tagging is. Go check it out. Everybody should play this game. I really like it. I've also been playing. I bought Castle Crashers because I wanted my wife and I to play it. She didn't like it, so now I got a beat 'em up. I have to play by myself. Which, by the way, I like Castle Crashers when I was younger, but I also had like all my brothers I was playing with and friends who would come over. We played together.
Yeah.
Castle Crashers fucking sucks by yourself, dude. It fucking sucks by yourself.
What do you buy Castle Crashers on that's not Steam?
Oh, it's got a remaster, so it's out on everything right now. But I got it on Switch. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
It got a remaster like forever ago, so I got it on Switch. It was like $10, I think. So I played that. I thought, well, my wife didn't like it. I was like, okay, I'll try playing it myself. And I got pretty deep into it. And I'm at this point where like the game's obviously built around like having a team of like 4 people. So I'm just getting fucking bum rushed by dudes. Just these dudes are combo locking me and just ganging up on me and bullying me. I'm like, I can't fucking play through this. I think I'm gonna stop playing it, which sucks. It is a fun game. But I wish the game was
I like playing those like quarter eater beat 'em ups with infinite lives. Because it just shows you how fucked up those games were.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that game is like. It's like a quarter eater where you just have infinite lives.
I mean, sort of. Like if you die, you gotta start the level from the beginning.
Yeah.
But you could like buy like these healing potions to like heal yourself. But it sucks because like I'm spending all my money on these potions, so I don't like die. Or all my in-game money. Well, I guess it's not that big a deal. I'm not gonna spend on anything else, but yeah, it's so fucking brutal. Also, you'll be happy to hear
that
I played Outer Wilds a little bit.
Here we go.
And it's a fucking trip, dude. Like, I really like the story in the game. I've only played it for about an hour and a half, so I didn't dump too much time into it.
Oh, it's not even enough.
But I like the game. But I like the game kind of lets me go on my own pace. It doesn't tell me, like, hey, go do this, go do that.
Yeah.
It lets me talk to people, kind of develop things on my own. And then when the weird shit starts happening, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm making the decision. Me as a person, Rick, is making the decision to go to these planets, investigate this stuff, follow those clues to lead me to other places to see what's going on. And it's really, really cool. I really like what this game's doing. And I know I've only played it for like an hour and a half, so I haven't gotten too deep into it. So there's probably a lot of stuff that like you're excited for me to get into. But I really like it. The music's really neat. It's a really weird experience. Like I drop down the moon, everything's like quiet, and I see like a little like bubble, not a bubble, but like a little area where there's like trees growing randomly on the moon, and I'm like, what is this? And I hear like whistling and music, and I get closer and closer, and there's like a dude there just roasting marshmallows, hanging out. I'm like, oh, this is a really neat like little experience. Like it's a really cool thing that happened. And I'm sure the game's like filled with shit like that. I just really like it. It's got a great sense of exploration. I want to see what happens next. And I want to uncover like what's going on. I'm trying to like speak vaguely without like spoiling it for people because like part of the fun is like not knowing what you're getting into. And I see what you mean. Like that Nintendo Switch trailer definitely like gave away a lot. Like, if I got into this like not knowing anything, I think I would have had a much better experience. But it's really, really neat, and I can't wait to play it some more.
I mean, it's already the experience is already ruined because you already know there's a thing.
Yeah.
Like even knowing it, when I played that game, I didn't know what the fuck it was, and so it made everything a lot more special. But it's like the Undertale effect of everyone's talking about this, so I already know that there's something I need to be paying attention to or whatever.
So here's the thing: it's not too spoily, I think, because I mean, for me,
Yeah.
I'm fucking dog shit the game. So I triggered it immediately after I left. I started up my rocket ship. I went into the fucking sun and triggered it. Like immediately. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, okay, I want to go to. I flew the rocket ship up, and I forgot I was still moving. So I'm looking around, okay, what planet do I want to go to? And then like I fucking died, and I went into the sun. And it happened with the first like 5 minutes of me leaving. So I was like, oh, and like when you talk to the guy there, you can like tell him I'm blank in a blank in a blank.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's like that much of like a spoiler. But if I had no idea like what was gonna happen, if I just died and like oh,
Well,
I guess I'm starting the game over again. And then
that specific thing is like even in the like description of the game. I
yeah.
just mean just like the whole. I mean as a whole, just like the entire experience. You're kind of like already looking out for like it's like watching a Marvel movie. Okay, Stan Lee's gonna be in here somewhere, so I'm gonna watch out for
Yeah.
Stan Lee. Or it's like you already know that there's a thing that you're supposed to be paying attention to. So
Yeah.
you're like
I
you're
hear you.
playing it. You're playing it differently than you would if you didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. I
Um,
hear you. That's a good description. It's super cool though. I like what I'm going through. The character designs are like really cute. I like them. I like the space travel. It's got this retro like
I can already tell
wood.
you by the way
Yeah.
you're talking about it,
Yeah.
you don't know anything yet.
Yeah,
But
I definitely don't. I'm only playing for like an hour and a half, so I don't know shit.
yeah, you haven't seen shit yet, man. I guarantee you when you get to the point where when you know shit, you're gonna have a completely different tone when you're talking about this game.
All right, I'm
You're gonna have a
excited.
completely different tone. I'm
I'm
just
excited.
saying.
I'm excited, man. It's on my. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of wish I bought it on Switch. Joker says you're coming in staticky, but I hear you fine. Um,
Weird.
yeah, that is weird. If you gotta fuck around with your settings. How do I sound, Joker? Do I sound good?
Check it, yo, yo.
Check it. What up? What up?
But
Fucking the
you don't
rain
want
in
to play this on
Spain.
Switch, dude.
Yeah. So here's my thing, man. Like I think I kind of mentioned this yesterday on the stream, but wife and I are moving. Um, oh, I sound good. Awesome, I sound good. Wife and I are moving. Housing market here in Tucson fucking sucks. So we're gonna just take a year off, get an apartment, and just hang out there for like a year. It works out that way because like most of the house money we saved up was gonna go to furniture anyway. Like a good chunk of it was gonna go to furniture anyway. So we could just buy that furniture now and still have it when we finally decide to move. Um, we're just gonna get an apartment now. So the next couple weeks is just gonna be me like buying furniture, getting an apartment, getting moved in, getting my internet and stuff set up there, getting my renter's insurance stuff set up. So I'm not gonna have time to like boot up my computer and play on my PC.
Yeah.
Most of my gaming is gonna be done like on my Switch. In fact, I haven't booted up my PC in like 2 weeks. The last time I booted up, well, yeah, last night to hang out with you guys on the stream, and before that was maybe like the last podcast we actually did. Maybe it's I haven't had time. The fact that Rick's married still shocks me. Why did you not think anyone would marry me? No, I'm joking. I guess because like I'm so like deeply entrenched in like gaming culture, people are like, "Oh, you're married." The married like gamer isn't exactly like a common trope.
Yeah. It's a rarity.
Yeah. But no, where was I? Where's it going with this? So like, I kind of wish all my gaming has been done like on my Switch. I haven't even booted up my PS4 in like weeks. Literally all my gaming has been done on Switch. It's just my voice. I know I have a weird voice. I sound like really weird. I can't describe it. It's like a really young sounding voice, but at the same time, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a really weird off pitch voice. I have a very unique voice. Um, Where was I going? Yeah, so I kind of wish I got it on Switch, so I had like a way to enjoy it. But I feel like the proper way to enjoy this is like in front of like a computer monitor, headphones on in the dark, no one can bug you.
Yep.
Not like on my Switch, like while I'm taking a shit or something.
Yeah, it
Oh,
demands your full attention.
like I would understand wasabi, but it's very rare for someone with your type of voice. No, I know what he's talking about. Like I used to when I was doing stand up, I would like rewatch like some old clips when I was still doing stand up, and I was like, my voice is so annoying. I don't like my voice.
Is my shit still fucked? If you
You
don't
sound
hear
fine
it,
to me, man. Yeah, you
yeah, if
sound
you
fine
don't
to
hear
me.
it, it's weird.
I'm gonna have to wait for what Joker says.
Um,
But
yeah, Outer Wilds is again my favorite game of all time. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I pirated that game. Uh,
piece of shit.
no, look, I pirated it, played it for, played it until I got to the moment, and then I was like, I'm buying this, and then I bought it twice.
Yeah.
So I bought it on
Speaking of
Epic, and then
games.
I bought it on Steam.
Oh, jeez.
So I don't know, man. Like you will get to the moment, and then your entire attitude about it will change. But
I'm excited because I'm already into it. I like what I'm getting, what I'm experiencing so far. But if there's more to it, that's gonna make me like, it's gonna like click with me. I'm excited. Joker says not anymore, but you sound staticky when it peaks. So I
oh,
don't know.
weird.
Um, but yeah. Where the fuck was I going with this? It's a good game. I recommend everyone should check it out. I like what I'm experiencing so far, and Wasabi won't stop talking about it. So that's like I like to think you and I have a pretty similar like interest in games. Like it's just different enough that we can introduce each other and talk about different aspects, but it's similar enough that if I like a game, there's a chance like you'll like it,
Yeah.
and vice versa. Um, yeah, check out Outer Wilds. Another cool thing we're talking about games we've been playing, we've been bought a lot. I started replaying Resident Evil 4 again on my PS4 and on my PC. I still have that professional run through saved. So next time I decide to stream again, I can do it. But I didn't see this in the show notes. I want to talk about this really quick. Resident Evil 4 is getting a Oculus port,
Oh,
and I might have to fucking go out and buy an Oculus now.
is there a
Just really
link?
quick,
Do you have
something
a
I
link
wanted.
for that?
I do. I'm showing it off right now. Give me 1 second. They have a whole showcase that's like 5 minutes long where they talk about it. I'll send you the showcase. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but just skim through it. The game's in first person, which is really cool. They tweaked a lot of the aspects to work in VR. So you can like do if you're holding like a pistol, you can hold your knife in the other hand, so you still have access to that when you're fighting. But it looks like two-handed weapons still require two hands to operate, so you can't like one hand a shotgun. It looks really cool. They even tweak some of the puzzles to work in VR. It's really, really neat. After
Is this
seeing that, I'm
real?
like, yeah, dude, it's real. Like this is an Oculus showcase right here.
Okay. Weird.
Like it's a showcase. Like that lady you're seeing in the beginning, she's like talking about it. She's narrating the whole thing.
Oh, okay. I'm like, she's not in the game.
Yeah, no. That's not gameplay there. It's like a fun little thing. But I mean, anyone who knows me knows I love me some Resident Evil 4, dude. Everyone who knows me knows I love Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is probably the game I've played the most and have bought on the most systems. I love this fucking game. And after seeing this, I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta buy a VR now. I gotta go out and pick up an Oculus.
Yeah, if they did this with Zelda, I'd like
Right?
Metal
Right,
Gear.
dude? And it's the full game. It's not like some bullshit like spin-off. It's the full game of Resident Evil 4. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how the whole game's supposed to work. There's some aspects of the game, like some of the quick time
Yeah.
event cutscenes. I don't know how they're gonna introduce
Yeah,
that.
I was
There's
just
the
about to like be like how are they doing this? Like,
yeah. Yeah, they have to rework the whole game from the ground up. There's a couple things I'm not quite sure how they're gonna work. Like, in the original game, you had melee attacks. If you like shot someone in the face, um, and you stun them, you can go up and do a melee attack on some of them. I don't know how they're gonna implement that in VR, but we'll see. Um, One cool thing I like about this, and that she kind of showed it off, is that the game has 2 control methods. So you can use a regular control stick to move. If that makes you sick, it has a teleport option. But it doesn't just like teleport you. You physically see your character model moving to that area, but the camera pans back to the original, like over the shoulder style.
Yeah.
And the camera teleports once they hit there. So that's one thing I was worried about, because I was like, if you just teleport everywhere and avoid like enemies, like that's gonna kind of take away from the game. But no, your character still runs through wherever you teleport them to. So you're technically still in danger the whole time that's happening, and I like that a lot. But yeah, they kind of shut off a little bit. There's still a million questions I have on how this game is going to work, but I can't wait to see when it comes out, dude. This is probably gonna be the game that gets me to buy an Oculus. I was already talking to my wife about it. I'm like, I'm gonna buy an Oculus, baby, and she's like, you got Oculus
Can
money?
you use him now without a Facebook account?
I have no idea. I haven't looked into that. I don't give a fuck. I just want to play Resident Evil 4 in VR.
Yeah, well, I deleted my account, so
I mean, you still have an Oculus? You still have an Oculus? You trying to get rid of it?
No, I never had one.
Oh,
I had a Vive, but I got rid of it.
Shit. All right. I was gonna say I'm trying to get a hold of an Oculus right now. And one, they're sold out everywhere, and the ones that are still available are like expensive.
But you could use that. You could use this on like anything, I'm sure.
It's an Oculus presentation, so I don't know. I'm sure there's.
But
like,
they've like the VR community has like done like they've been like making things work with each other.
Okay, so it probably won't work day 1, but maybe like day 2, someone will have like a patch,
Probably day 1, I would say.
Probably day 1, you think so? All right.
Yeah, when all that like Vive, when like the Vive and Oculus came out, like within like a month of each other, they already had like people already had stuff working.
Oh shit! All right, cool. Well, maybe I could get a Vive.
Most of the games I played on my Vive were Oculus like exclusive shits.
All right, so maybe I could play it then. Excuse me.
Unless there's like some specific hardware requirements that this has, like, but everything's pretty like samey now. So,
yeah.
Joker said, "I've never seen or heard of Resident Evil 4," and I'm troubled by that comment.
Are you doing a bit? Are you trolling me right now, dude? Like, I think that's a bit. I don't believe no one's legitimately never heard of Resident Evil 4. That's like saying I never heard of this Mario game before. What's a Mario? And I know I'm comparing Resident Evil 4 to Mario, and that's because Resident Evil 4 is a fucking fantastic game. I think.
I mean, you would have you just never heard of 4, but you've heard of like 5 and 6 and 7
and 8. Just got a fucking like, last week.
I mean, you have to know that there's a 4.
Serious? What? Really, dude? Dude, do yourself a favor. Like, go on Steam, get Resident Evil 4 Ultimate Edition, and have a good time, dude. Like, it's... I'm not exaggerating when I say that I think Resident Evil 4 is probably one of the best games of all time. This game is a fucking classic, and the PC version is probably the best version to play right now. At least until that graphic mod comes out that ups up the textures. This is probably the best version to play it. Go check it out. Do yourself a favor and go play this game. It's $20 on Steam, and it's worth every penny. You can get tons of time out of that game easy. Now, I don't think it's controversial to say Resident Evil 4 probably has some of the best replay value of like any game in the last like 10 years. No, Resident Evil 4 is older than that. I think Resident Evil 4 is like what, like 12 years old, 13 years old? I don't know. Point is, Resident Evil 4 looks great in VR. It's probably going to be what gets me to buy an Oculus. Now let's get to the show notes we actually meant to talk about. Okay. Intel's got a Bleep software that filters out toxic slurs and voice chats as you game.
Yeah.
It's preparing to roll it out. It's supposed to help automatically filter out abusive language as you play. real time. Um, I know in the notes you said you thought it was an April Fool's joke. I did too. I heard about this forever ago, and I thought it was an early April Fool's joke.
This is kind of hilarious and ridiculous, and I mean, if it if
It's
it if it works, I guess then sure. But like, look at like the slide. There's like a slider for like LGBTQ hate. None, some. Can't see the whole slider. Most or all are the sliders here.
that's yeah, that's what like confused me because I'm like, what determines like some LGBTQ
Yeah.
hate and none and a
Or why
lot?
would you even want anything in the middle? Why would you want? You know what? I'm okay with the F slur, but everything else, I'm just not. I'm not with.
Yeah, like that's weird to me to like see that.
I like the
That's
N
weird to
word.
me.
They just have off or on. You know, I'm
I feel
okay
like
with the
Edward.
soft A, but the hard R is just no go. Like, why doesn't that have a slider? If anything needs a slider, it'd be that. But
I totally agree, dude. I totally agree. My wife gave me my N-word pass, but I try not to use it online because people don't know that. So it'd be good to have that slider. So if it slips out.
yeah,
Well, what does that thing Papa John said? He's like, I'm trying to take the N-word out of my vocabulary. You hear about that?
no.
Yeah, Papa John got like fired. Like he stepped down as CEO because he like said the N-word a lot in a conference call. And like it's been like a year since then. He was being interviewed by I think like CBS. And he said, like, oh, we're trying to like take that out of my vocabulary. And I'm like, why is that in your fucking vocabulary at all, dude?
I
Like,
don't even know. I don't even know the Papa was a real character. I thought he was like
yeah.
a. I thought he was a character or a
Yeah, dude.
mascot.
No. Yeah, no. The dude and like all those commercials, like that was like the legit CEO. And he says the N-word a lot, apparently. Um, he could have benefited from this Intel beep filter.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but no, what's it's so weird to me to like see this because I got a conflicted opinion. On one point, I'm like, you know what? Whatever makes you more comfortable to play video games, I say go for it. Whatever makes you comfortable, I say go for it. Um,
Yeah.
gaming can be toxic. I think we could all understand that gaming can be toxic. I've heard some fucked up shit playing games online. I've said some fucked up shit playing games online.
But I've
Um,
also heard some like very unique and creative shit that I'm
Me
like,
too.
how is this thing gonna how is this gonna know like what like there's just no way it'll work.
Yeah,
I
I've
just need
had.
to see a demo. I need to see a demo of someone saying every word on the list.
I do too, man. I
And
think
ones
it's
that
gonna
aren't on
happen.
the
Once this
list.
drops, once this drops, you're gonna find YouTube videos of people like playing around with it and testing it out, and
Yeah.
that person's gonna get fucking canceled. But no, I've heard some creation online too. I was playing like Quake Champions, and someone called me an insult that rhymed it with bigger Saget, and I was like, I've never heard those words together like that. I was like, I never heard those words together like that before. Creative. But I think again, I go back and forth. I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work the way they intended to, first off.
yeah.
And second, I do believe that whatever makes you feel more comfortable to play a game, I say you should do it. But there's still some shit that like you're not gonna be able to like filter out. Like, I'm sure being a girl online still is gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, there's no slider
It's
for that.
Yeah, is there gonna be a filter that filters out the entire sentence, "Go make me a sandwich"? Like, no. And that's still gonna suck. You're still gonna get, like, those shitty guys, like, giving you shit because 'cause you're a girl playing online, and that's one thing that, like, bums me out about gaming is, like, how shitty it is. I never had to deal with that because I have a wiener, so people don't fucking annoy me when I play games online. But I can't imagine, like, being a girl playing online with a fucking headset on and the shit you'd have to get playing doing that.
Yeah.
Um I don't know if this works. If it makes one person play a game comfortably without feeling like shit at the end of the day, I say it's worth it. But I don't think it's gonna work as well as they hope it does.
Yeah.
Um,
I would imagine this is something not for the users. It's probably something for like a middleware that developers can use. They can just put it in the game and just have it censor the stuff that they know is bad. Or I don't know.
oh, that's good. I didn't even think of that. Like if Call of Duty like 18 comes out, they have this implemented their voice chat.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see then what happens with it, but I don't think it's going to work as well as they hope it does. Their intention is probably like to sell the tech though to like third party companies and use that as a middleman, but we'll see. Um, we also got a new PS5 update that brought a bunch of shit that I didn't know I thought was already on the system. I'm actually kind of surprised that this update in fucking April barely dropped this. Well, first you can store PS5 games on an external USB drive. I thought that's always been a thing. Cross generation on SharePlay. I thought the whole point of SharePlay is that was supposed to be a thing. A request to join a game session. Like what? How was that not there from the beginning? Improved game base. That's kind of vague. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But this one, disable game chat or adjust players' volume. That wasn't a thing when this came out. Like what? So this whole time I was playing online on my PS5 and people were like saying awful shit to me. I just had to deal with it. I couldn't like turn them down or mute them.
Yeah. And let's see, the thing about storing the thing about the external drives is that you can only use them to it's strictly just storage. Like you can't play your
Yeah.
games off of that. So every time you want to use one of those games, you have to copy it back to your PS5 internal storage
Oh,
to
that's a
use
pain
it.
in the ass. I get why they do it. It's like some weird like idea that it's gonna curb piracy, but that's just a pain in the ass, dude. Like
Yeah. But also
games are
it's
getting
like
bigger, man.
it's also because the SSD and shit that they have to like they're designed to take advantage of the console's ultra high speed SSD. So
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens, man. But I think these updates they should have been there from the get go.
yeah. Plus it's
Pre-download
still
game updates. Like what?
yeah, that one's
Pre-download game
fucking
updates. That's fucking dumb. Customized game library. Like what does that mean? Like pick like what games show up. Like a favorites list, like Steam has had for the past like 10 years.
yeah, I think
Um,
so.
which is funny because the PS4, I don't think the PS4 has that. Or if it does, someone could correct me. Screen zoom. That's something that I'm not surprised took a while to get on, but it kind of upsets me because I'm sure there's some people could have benefited from that. Navigating the menu. Um, a new trophy settings and stats screen. That's kind of vague. I don't know like what it's doing to the trophy settings and stat screens, but yeah, a lot of these features like should have been there from the beginning, and I'm kind of disappointed that it took till April to get them. I say that I don't even have a
Well,
fucking PS5 yet, but
that was always people's defense when this thing launched was, no, dude, you got to give it a minute, man. Remember when the PS4 came out and they put up all those updates that made things better? But they should have like learned. They should know from the mistakes they did on both PS3
that's
and
what I'm
PS4.
saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like this whole like, oh, it's a new system, you got to give it a minute. Like no, like what the fuck? Sony has made 4 systems before, man. Come on, like they should
And a
fucking get their shit
PSP and a
together.
Vita.
And a PSP and a Vita, like, and the Vita's still great. So like shit, but it's still great.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't know if this is in the notes here. Oh, it is. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Frugal Vegan in the chat. What's up?
What's up, frugal vegan? So, what does frugal vegan mean? Like you're vegan, but you're like very picky on like what vegan food you'll eat.
Vegan cheese sucks.
I think vegan a lot of things suck, and I've tried, and like I'm not shitting on vegans. Like I know from like an economic standpoint, veganism is superior. It's better for the environment. It's better.
Yeah.
It's more cost effective. I'm talking in the long run because the food that you're feeding, the money it's taking to raise these cows. If you just ate vegan food, It would save a ton of money, even though vegan food's expensive as shit. Oh, it's cheap as fuck. Okay. Um, what else? There's a lot of economic benefits because apparently cow farts are like fucking up the environment. I didn't know that. And I do admit being vegan is like the superior, more it's the more what's what I'm looking for? Economic choice and the superior choice for your diet. But I like steak too much to like give it up. I admit I'm
Yeah.
weak.
I've had the plant-based like burgers and those are pretty good,
Yeah?
but I got to fuck it up with like non-vegan toppings like
Yeah, like cheese and
cheese. I fucking love cheese. That's the main thing. I would be vegan if the cheese didn't suck.
it's just I can't get past how much I love meat. Like I grew up eating meat, which is bad because like meat shouldn't be as much of your diet as it is for me. Like I have meat with like I have some meat with like every meal,
Yeah.
um, and like that's it's hard to go back. I'm trying to cut down my meat consumption because I really do think like vegan is the better choice, like morally speaking, economically speaking, and it just makes sense to go vegan. It's just I can't eat it. I can't give up my meat. I can't do it. I'm weak. I'm not here to shit on like vegans. I think people who shit on vegans are just as bad as like annoying vegans, if I'm being honest. Like people who make it their life's mission to like shit on vegans. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, get your life together. Um, what the fuck were we talking about?
uh,
Right, Nintendo Indie World Showcase. We got some. There's so
you know
much
what?
shit in that showcase I want to
Not a
talk
lot to
about.
talk about with this, to be honest.
There's a couple highlights I want to go over.
Yeah.
Road 96 looks really interesting.
Yeah.
This procedural generated like road trip simulator. That's like on the
Wow,
backdrop of
Nintendo.
like
Wow, they've actually time stamped their thing here. They've never Nintendo was like the worst at putting trailers up and highlighting their shit, but they actually have timestamps for once. I've never seen them do that.
that's awesome.
That
Good
makes
for
this
you,
easy to
Nintendo.
navigate to find this stuff because I did not put the individual trailers on. Just talking out loud here.
No worries.
But
Road
Road
96 looks
ninety
cool.
six looks awesome.
Yeah, again, it's a road trip. It's a roguelike, randomly generated road trip simulator along the backdrop of like a country gaining its independence, which is really cool. And there's a lot of ways it could end depending on what you do. I really like this idea for the game. I think it's really neat. I want to see what happens with that. Um, Another game I'm really interested in is the Ninja Turtles game.
Oh,
Looks
of
really
course.
cool. Ninja Turtles looks really good, and I'm happy it's coming to Switch. I think that's probably going to be like the way I buy it. Um, it just looks dope, dude. Like I know we talked about this when we saw the announcement trailer, but I like the animation. I like the art style. If you look at scenes where like the turtles are like running, like they all have different running animations, which is really neat. I like that a lot. Like it's so cool, like that they put in this work to like really make them all feel different. At least from the trailer, it seems like. Um, and the game looks fucking fun, dude. Like I feel like I'm gonna have a blast with this game. Um, when is that supposed to come out? Do we have a word yet when that's coming out?
No.
No, damn it.
I think I put all the dates on. If it had a date, I put it on there.
Yeah,
They
according
just
to the
said
Nintendo
2021.
website, yeah, 2021. So sometime this year, we'll have to wait and see. Um, I mean, Fez is out now on Switch. I never played Fez, so that might be something to look worth looking into.
Bez is great.
Um, Everyone tells me Fez is great. There is no game is on Switch now. Everyone tells me that's great. I got a buddy who loves it. He keeps telling me about it. Um, I think that's it for me. That's all I like really got out of it. Is there anything
Um,
like you were interested in?
so right at the very end. Well, Ollie Ollie World was another one. Uh,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I played a little bit of the first Ollie Ollie, and it's not bad. I like it.
yeah, this is more like an open world Ollie Ollie. Kind of reminds me of like Maple Story, where you can like go up and down. It's like side scrolling, but you go up and down to like traverse the map. Like real weird.
And I like. How do you feel about the art style? Because they went from like sprites to like 3D models. What do you think of
Uh,
that?
I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think I like I think the sprite the models are like characterized enough to like be interesting. So I'm not
yeah.
shitting on it. I like it.
There was a lot of people butt hurt at the end of this thing because I guess
Why?
apparently for some reason people were expecting Hollow Knight 2. I don't know where this like fandom of Hollow Knight came from, but there is a very low roar of like Hollow Knight fanatics out there, and they were just fucking up in arms on Twitter about why it wasn't at the end of this instead of Oxenfree 2, which I'm excited for. This is one of my favorite, uh, for lack of a better term, walking sim games. Uh,
Which I haven't played the first Hollow Knight, but I like the idea that it's like a walking simulator, quote unquote, mixed with like that Telltale game style of storytelling.
yeah, but they do it
They do it very
right
well. Yeah.
because the dialogue, there's like no gaps in the dialogue and everyone interrupts each other like how you would do in like a real conversation.
Yeah.
It's like the dialogue is like really fucking good in this game. Uh, and there's like nothing. I think their other game. Fuck. What was their other game? Night.
Yeah, Night in the
Night.
Woods.
No, no. That's someone else. Uh, it was like Drinking Night or something like that. But that game didn't do too well from what I hear. So I guess they're just taking it back. They're taking it back to this one, which yeah,
Which
I love this one.
yeah, everyone tells me it's good. It's on my list. Is the first one on Switch? Because I might actually I don't know. Should I play it on Switch? Or
It
should I
should be
play it on
fine
like
on Switch. This
yeah,
is
I
not
think
like
so.
a. We do have a full playthrough up on our YouTube
Yeah.
channel, which is still the most successful video to this date on the channel. It's just a full like
Just
no
play through Watson.
yeah, it's like 6 hours of just straight game. But yeah, I like that Nintendo's supporting indies, getting these games out there. A lot of these games are already like on Steam
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But just being able to play them on Switch, like on the go, is the Switch's big main selling point is that it's a
Yeah.
portability. So
That's why I like it.
that's yeah, that's a huge thing for
Yeah.
these games. So
I've been playing my Switch a lot specifically because like I'm a grown ass adult with like shit to do. So the fact that I have my Switch there, just pull up,
yeah.
play for like an
Oh yeah,
hour, and then put it back. It's great.
House of the Dead remake
Yes, I forgot
they're
about
doing
that.
there
I forgot
too.
that got announced. That looks interesting because motion controls on the Switch aren't the best. So I don't know how I feel about having to play through that with that, but um I'm excited to see what they do with it. I like me some House of the Dead, so I'll probably end up picking it up. Frugal Vegan says people love Hollow Knight. People do love Hollow Knight. It's not a bad game. Um,
It's a fantastic game, but people should be talking
I get
about Outer Wilds like that.
I get really bored with Hollow Knight, and I've tried to play it like multiple times. I don't think it's the game's fault though. I think it's like me just getting off work, and I'm like, I just want to get into something really quick, and I have to like experience Hollow Knight. So I think that's my problem. Maybe one day when I have more time, I can like properly sit down and play it. Um, yeah, we got some cool shit got announced in Nintendo Direct, dude. We got some. I don't think they announced at the indie show. We got some other stuff looking at No More Heroes 2 or No More Heroes 3. Looks really interesting. um, I'll have to wait to see when that comes out though. Now the thing I wanted to talk about. I know I've been talking this whole fucking show basically, but here's something I was really excited to talk about in our quickie segment. The PlayStation Store for PS3 and Vita will continue to operate as normal. Um, which, duh, like, why? oh, we didn't have a chance to talk about this, like really talk about it
Yeah.
before, but I was pissed when I found out this was getting canceled. Specifically because PS3 released a bunch of PS1 games digitally, kind of like how Nintendo had that the eShop Classics like section on the Wii back in the day. The PS3 had something similar with PS1 games. Um, Not only were these like games you played in your youth, but there were some like Japanese games that you never had a chance to play, like released in Japanese. Um, and one thing I liked about my Vita is that I could buy like Parasite Eve on my PS3 and then continue where I left off on my Vita. I love that about it.
Yeah.
Um, and when I found they're taking that down, I was like, fuck, I gotta go out and like buy all these like PS1 games and PS2 games so I have a chance to play them. Um, and a lot of people, when they announced they were canceling it, if you go on YouTube, there are like tons of videos of people like, oh, here's like the 50 games you need to buy on
Yeah.
PS3 and Vita
A
before
lot
they
of
take
people
down the app.
panic bought
Yeah,
a lot of games.
yeah. Which I was almost one of those people. Like I was just looking for a day I can like hook up my PS3 and do it because I knew they were gonna because they announced the date they weren't gonna cancel it. They weren't gonna shut it down until like June or something. So I had time, so I didn't want to panic buy it yet. I was gonna do it when we got closer to the date, and I'm glad I didn't because now they went back on their decision. They decided to continue operating the store, which I don't know anything about digital store management or networking. How expensive is it to keep that store running? Like really, you know?
Well, there's also the cost to maintain it, but it's also just how archaic those stores are to maintain on like the current platforms. I think one of the things that they were able to optimize with the PS5 was being able to get rid of all that old shit, so that they only had to focus on just optimizing it for like the new shit.
Which is fine. Like if they had given me another option, they were like, "Oh, here's all the shit." If they had updated, let's say they had released like an emulator system that you can download onto your PS5. So it's like, oh, anything you bought digitally on your PS3 Vita, you can play on your PS5. I wouldn't have been upset.
That's
But
what
the
they should
fact that
do.
like so they should do exactly because like there's no reason for it to operate the way it does. I mean, there's a ton of like classic games that are available digitally that I couldn't play on my PS4 and I'm not able to play on my PS5 when I get one. Um, like the original Parasite Eve games. Like I think Parasite Eve is a fucking classic video game, and right now I can buy it on the PlayStation Store for like $10, $5. But the only other way to play that is to get a physical copy, and those go for oh god, $90, $89, $45. This brand new unopened one's like $2,000. Like,
Nice.
and the fucking sequel, even though it's shittier, the sequel's like more expensive. It's like I know I'm gonna say the word of the day here, but it's about game preservation, man.
I
Like
think
these are games that yeah.
there's a lot of preservation efforts that like started when this was announced. So I think they're still going. So I don't know. I've
Which is
always been
great.
a huge advocate for emulation myself. So
Me too. Me too. I
I've
truly
got
believe
a
there's no other way to play it. I say emulate it. There's no other way to play it. Um, I'm a huge believer in like emulation as well. I think if you can buy the game digitally, so the devs will get money. I say do that if it's possible. But if it's not possible, fucking emulate it. Ninja Baseball Batman is like one of my favorite arcade games, and I've never played it. I've never played it on an arcade machine because I can't.
yeah.
And sorry to go on this rant here, but like PlayStation and announcing they're going to take off those stores was a dumb fucking move, and I'm glad they reversed it. They're still taking down the PSP store, so, but I don't think there's too many like digital PSP games that are going to be lost. A lot of like the really good PSP games aren't available digitally, like Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep you can't get the PSP version digitally, but you can play it on PS4 with the HD remaster.
I mean, as long as there's like alternatives, I don't see the issue. And
But there aren't always like Crisis Core. You can't get digitally. You can only get it physically.
yeah,
Like,
but
who's
they
gonna
will
fucking?
soon though. They're redoing that.
You sure?
Yeah, that they remember they announced that whole fucking collection of like uh Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
but is that gonna be the
Seven.
same experience though? It's what was it? Final Fantasy VII Extended Crisis. It's gonna be like all those Final Fantasy, like it's somehow going to incorporate all those Final Fantasy VII like side stories before Crisis, Crisis Core, Advent Children, Ever Crisis. That's what it's called. But I still don't know how they're going to do it. If it's going to be like a straight remake of it or what.
Yeah,
And it's on iOS and Android, so that's not exactly the best way to play it. But I don't know. I don't know. Sorry to go on this rant. I'm happy that they changed their minds on it, but hopefully this like one, I hope this scared enough people to continue those preservation efforts, and two, I hope like other companies take note and realize like taking down these stores is a stupid fucking idea.
people want to play
Um,
your old shit.
People want to play your old shit.
So
Make it easier to play your old shit.
yeah, it's easy money that just put the old shit out there and sell it, and people will buy it.
I agree. We also got to note Sony rejected Days Gone 2 in favor of a Last of Us remake, which is kind of a bummer because I never played Days Gone, but I've been told like it's actually a lot better than people expected. Just
No,
nobody
it's not.
bought it because nobody expected it. Really? You're the first person to tell me that. Well,
That
I heard
game is
day
not.
one it was kind of shitty, but I heard like since then it's gotten updates that have made it actually pretty
Um,
good.
I don't know about that, but
Um,
sure.
it just seems weird to me though that like Sony Last of Us isn't even like 10 years old. Like, why are we gonna
I mean, not only
remake
that,
it?
but it already gave it a remaster.
Yeah, so why are we getting this game?
Like,
Like,
I
it
would
has a
assume
remaster I can pop into a PS5. Like I could pop in the Last of Us remaster on a PS5 and play it. I'm like, what are they gonna do with this remake?
they want to make it more in line with the TV show that's coming out.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Like, maybe they want to do something like that. But like, if you do that, there's a lot of fans of that original game that would be upset. Again, this is like upsetting fans, I think, for the sake of just, I don't know.
Which there's some things like I don't mind. Like, here's my thing. I know a lot of people were upset because like, oh, the Last of Us show, Joel is played by Pedro Pascal, like some Hispanic guy. And I'm like, so what's the problem? Like, it's a show. Like, it's a different medium. I don't mind like changing the race of these characters. Um, but
Ellie's
at the
black.
same time, like, no, actually, Ellie's played by Bella Ramsey, a white girl,
Yeah, I just
British girl
wanted
actually.
to.
It's to piss people off.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, people get upset when like black characters play like white characters, like really, really upset. And I'm like, why?
they get
Like,
upset at every if it's not what they were originally, or even if it is, they get like upset.
you're not wrong. I remember when like people
Like the
forget
whole
this, but
Mulan thing.
yeah, people forget this, but like Hugh Jackman, everyone looks at Hugh Jackman as like the guy to play Wolverine. Like he is Wolverine. When they announced he was playing it, fans were bitching on forums like, you can't play Wolverine. Wolverine's not that tall. Worst movie ever before the fucking movie even came out. And now like he's the reason people watch these X-Men movies. But no, what can they change to make it more in line with the show though? Other than like changing the character and also look like the actors. Like what is it gonna benefit from it?
Well, they make it more in line with the show, but they also make it more in line with that second game. Uh, and also, just like I think they would like pack things together more nicely. Like
When
update
you
the
say
visuals
more in
because the
line with the
visuals
second game,
changed. Well, the
yeah.
visuals changed. Like Ellie, like Ellie's design was a lot more based on the actress
Mm,
in the second game than she was in the first game. So
I
I
gotcha.
imagine it'll like change her look. You remember how fucking upset people got at the fucking Spider-Man? Like as simple as that was, people were fucking up in
Yeah,
arms about that. Like it's gonna be tenfold with this because
yeah,
I feel like there's gonna change so much.
yeah. And it's I don't know what they're gonna do with this because like I don't know what they need to change other than like is it gonna be a totally new story? Is it gonna be the same story with like new beats to it? Like I don't know. I think it's weird to put your effort into making this game. Like give us a Last of Us 3 or like or don't get another Last of Us game. Just focus on the show. Like I feel like they're spreading themselves too
I
thin
think
doing
they
this
just
remake.
know that this is going to make money. Is what the
Yeah,
thing is. Like they know that this is an easy cash grab. We could do this, and we're gonna make our money back. Whereas like
yeah,
Days Gone 2 is more questionable.
yeah,
like, um, but Frugal Vegan ass Days Gone is available for PS Plus.
yeah. It is.
I think so. And also Horizon Zero Dawn is free right now on
Yeah,
state of play, whatever the fuck they're calling it.
yeah. Um, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what comes out. That seems to be the theme of the show. We'll have to wait and see. But
Yeah, it
I'm
just
not
seems
gonna
like
hold my breath.
Sony is super focused on making that money. They're like making like blockbuster hits,
Yeah,
whereas like everyone else is like kind of taking chances on stuff that you wouldn't see otherwise. Uh,
yeah,
and I like the chance taking because you don't get games like uh, Death Stranding. I mean that was them taking a chance,
yeah.
but
And it definitely made them money, but I don't think it made them as much as they expected it to make with how much it cost.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. At this point, though, if we're talking about like chance taking, dude, Nintendo's got some cool shit coming down the pipeline,
Yeah,
but I can't
Nintendo's
wait to see
doing
what.
it. I mean, Xbox is kind of spreading out into other stuff as well, but like buying all these
Yeah,
studios and then not hearing from them at all. I feel like they're just gonna do one big fucking curtain unveil. It's just like, look at all this shit, motherfucker.
yeah,
Well, I don't
um,
know.
yeah. And it sucks Days Gone too. It's like not getting a sequel. I never played the first one, but I know a lot of people like actually do like it now and are upset that it's not getting a sequel.
There's buyer's remorse.
Yeah, maybe.
My bad. I'm eating
um,
popcorn,
nah,
Cracker Jacks.
it's fine. It's fine. Where so we could okay, so that's the story I already went through. Deathloop got delayed till September 14th. So I still don't understand what this is. It's like a player versus player, like immersive sim. Is that what this is? Like a multiplayer game? I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at with this.
It's multiplayer, but it's also not. I think
Like
what
it's
it
not.
is see people are excited for this game. I have no idea what they're seeing because I don't know what the game is. But
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is either.
what
I'm
I
sure
think
there's
it
like
is, I think it's asymmetric. Both players have a target on the map, and I think whoever kills the target first and escapes
here
wins.
we go. Here we go. They just released an ultimate preview, like literally like 4 days ago. I'll put it in the stream chat. We don't have to watch it now. It's like an hour long, but that's something we can check out later. See what the fuck this game is. I'm gonna withhold judgment till I see what this preview looks like. But I still don't. The fact that the marketing up until now hasn't told me what it is kind of indicative of what I'm feeling. I know people are like, "Well, there's like a 45-minute preview you can watch." Yeah, and now I don't know that now, but I didn't all this marketing, all this has been announced. It's been announced for like what, like 8, 9 months now, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I'll watch that preview and I'll have an opinion on it later. Maybe we can talk about it on
What
Discord
I
or
think
something.
is it's like Hitman, first
Yeah, I think
person
so
with
too.
powers, but there's two hitmen, and you each are versing each other to get the hit. I think.
That's what I think too. That's what I think too. Um, excuse me. We'll have to. I'll watch that gameplay preview, and I'll have some more opinions on Discord later today. So hit us up on Discord. We do this live. What's the Discord address? Because I don't know it by heart. The
Gameoverse.com
discord.com/Gameoverse.
Gameoverse.com/Discord.
Okay. And also, a move that surprised no one, WWE 2K22 got announced on the 2K website.
Well, I guess it kind of was
these?
surprising because they didn't do one last year. They did that shitty ass Superstars game.
Oh, right.
Which I have. I have that game. I have not played it yet.
Yeah, it looks like shit. It looks like shit. Excuse me. I am not a wrestling fan. I'll be honest. I watched wrestling a little bit as a kid. I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock, and Undertaker. That's the shit I would watch. Yeah. But even I never really watched it like that much. So I'm not a huge wrestling fan. But these wrestling games are kind of fun. I bought 2K, I think it was like 16, like years ago. I was gonna play it on Retrobyte when I was still doing that with my second partner Dylan, and we actually got some shit recorded. I don't think we ever uploaded it though. And that was a fucking blast. I had a lot of fun with that. I was surprised how much fun I had with that, even though I didn't know dick about wrestling.
The problem with these games, I feel, they're too complicated. There's
you think so?
Every time you try to do something, a little fucking system pops up, a little mini game pops up, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, there's always like something else you have to be doing other than wrestling. It's like, oh, we're in this grapple now. Okay, now there's a meter, and what the fuck does this meter mean? Or, oh, I got you in the leg locker, and there's this meter that popped up. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Are you confusing WWE with the UFC games? Because the UFC
no, this game does it too. All their games do it.
In years.
Every single one of 2K games does it. The UFC ones and these ones.
I haven't played 2K since like 2K16, so I have no idea. Or WWE 2K. We'll have to see when this comes out. I mean, the last one they did was like a fucking dumpster fire, right? Like before this, like this weird cartoony one, but before that, like there was a lot of backlash for it, right? Because they reused a lot of material and
they reused a lot of stuff, and it was just glitchy as piss.
Yeah, and the Switch port didn't even fucking work. It was like unplayable.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like they took some time to like iron out some shit. But we'll see what happens, man. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who are excited to see this. I'm not one of those people, but I'm sure there's some people. We got Aloy dropping in on Fortnite as a member of the Gaming Legends series. I wouldn't call Aloy a gaming legend.
Trying to turn her into the next like Lara Croft or something.
Yeah, like I wouldn't call her a gaming legend. Are you gonna put her up? I mean, she had one game, dude. It was not bad. She got one game. Like, how are you gonna call her a gaming legend like that? Like when I hear gaming legend, I think like Mario, Crash Bandicoot, fucking Ratchet and Clank, Kratos from God of War,
who stood the test of time.
Yeah. Lara Croft. There's a reason why the Fortnite skin for Lara Croft is her original costume and not the new one, because that's the legend part of it. That costume, with the blue shirt and the booty shorts and the dual pistols. But to say Aloy, put her alongside Lara Croft, nah. It's not a bad game. I'm not going to shit on it and say it's a bad game, but it kind of reminds me of like when PlayStation All-Stars came out and they're like, oh, Dante's in it, but not the classic Dante, the new Dante from the game that's not even out yet at the time. Like it's giving me that kind of energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's a welcome addition, but like,
yeah, I'm sure people. I don't play Fortnite, but I'm sure like a lot of avid Fortnite players are excited to get into their skin to try to get. But it seems weird to me to put her on that pedestal.
I mean, like the game is hot right now because they put it. It's free to like it's free to get right now on PS4
and the PC port just released a little while ago, right?
Or is it's on PC. It's been out for a while, but they've been like it's been like fucked up for a while, and they've been like putting out like big patches and updates. But that's doing well. So I think they're just like now's the time to capitalize on this. So even though the game came out in 2017,
Yeah. um. Yeah. So there you go, all you Fortnite players. Aloy. um. And we got some gameplay trailers now. How much do you want to go into each of these trailers? Or just want to acknowledge them, move on?
acknowledge them, and then
All
some of them
right.
acknowledge. I put the good
Yeah.
stuff towards the bottom half, so just know that.
All right. So in trailers, we got a trailer for Pac-Man 99. Looks interesting.
Did you play
Abandoned.
this?
Pac-Man 99? No, I never played Pac-Man 99.
This is yeah, it's the new. They got rid of Tetris for this. Wait, was it
Oh,
Tetris?
did they?
No, it was the other one. Mario. They got rid of Mario for this.
Yeah, it kind of bums me out. I mean, I feel like Pac-Man kind of works better in that aspect. I don't know how it's gonna play, but if the maze is like randomly generated every time, it could be something interesting, which is like something Mario
It's
can't
not.
do. It's not. Oh, that sucks
No.
then. Um, because the thing about Mario 99 that was really cool is that you're essentially playing through Mario. So a lot of like high level play is like playing through the same 3 levels over and over again,
Yeah.
and that sucks. It'd be cool if they introduced like a random element to it that actually like randomized like the level layout. If they did like a Mario Maker 99 where the level randomly generated every time you completed it, that would be fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
If they somehow implemented that into Mario Maker, I think you'd have a great game. And same thing with Pac-Man. If this had a randomly generated maze every time, I think that'd be cool as shit.
Yeah.
Um,
The thing about this game is that first of all, like Pac-Man is like very hectic. It's a very hectic game. Like you don't have time to like look at what your like power ups are gonna be and what the other players are doing or who you're gonna like attack or whatever. Because there's always shit you can't like stop in this game. Like at least in Tetris,
yeah,
you know, let your pieces float for a little bit and just look at what's
I think.
happening. Or
Yeah,
even in Mario, you can just like stand there for a second and just go like, okay, I'm gonna like here's my plan of attack. This game is so fucking hectic, and you can't read anything on the like. Look at where they put the like the side information. Like you can see on the sides, it says like on the left side is like stronger, speed, train, standard on like the face buttons, and the right
yeah, it's a
stick on the other
fucking
side.
mess,
You
dude.
can't read any of that shit.
Yeah, it's a mess,
So it's
bro.
like
It's a mess.
it's such a mess of like information. Um, yeah, there's already a Pac-Man Battle Royale game on Stadia
Oh
actually
yeah,
that I played, and I'm bad at Pac-Man, so I'm not very good at like any of this. But I was surprised that they have like another one now, and this one's completely different from that one.
yeah,
Uh, like that one actually has like a wide map, and like you can have multiple like it's a wide map with multiple screens and you can go to different screens and like each player like starts on their own screen and you can like go into their zone and like fuck them up. This
yeah.
everyone's like separate. But yeah, Pac-Man 99. So that's
Pac-Man 99. We got. It looks interesting, but I'm not gonna waste my time with it. I'm not a big Pac-Man fan.
yeah.
Um, we also got a trailer for Abandoned, which doesn't really show anything off, but the description tells you everything you need to know.
So the thing about
Abandoned.
this,
Oh, okay. You
uh
got to think about this.
there's a thing about this.
All right.
So if you notice this game, there's no okay. So this they threw Sony threw this trailer up on their thing. The
Yeah.
almost 2 minute trailer, and it doesn't show shit.
No, it doesn't show
It
me
just
anything.
so at the end of the trailer, it shows you the name of the studio.
Hmm.
I think it does. Um, the name of the studio pops up somewhere, and like nothing else. And people were like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" I never heard of these guys. So they thought that this was the next Kojima game.
Ah, okay. So kind of like what they did with the Phantom Pain when they first announced that.
Yeah, or no, PT. Like they thought that this was like the next like PT or whatever from Kojima.
Yeah, but I mean, like when Phantom
But oh
Pain got
yeah,
announced,
like
they
Moby
were
Dick
like, "Oh, here's
Studios.
yeah," and then you look into it, and there's like a whole rabbit hole of like it leading back to Konami and
Yeah,
Kojima.
yeah, yeah. Turns out that's not at all what this is. It's just this is a real thing. It's a real studio. What they had to come out and make a statement like, "Hey guys, look, no, we're actually making this. This is real. We're not like doing anything. Kojima has no involvement in this. We're just you just never heard of us before. That's it." uh,
Oh, that's fucking funny. Oh, that's fucking funny. That's funny as shit.
yeah,
Well, this game tells you pretty much everything you need to know, just like from the description. Abandoned is a cinematic horror survival shooter that emulates realistic survival in first-person perspective, set in a massive, detailed open-world environment. So, first-person survival game, nothing new. They promise a gameplay reveal is coming soon. So until I see that, I'm not going to hold my breath on it.
yeah.
We did get a better look at the day before, which we talked about a little bit on the podcast and on Discord. Um, this game, first, I want to say, and I know I made the joke before. This game wants to be Last of Us so fucking bad. Even the fucking font, dude, is like it's egregious. but it's doing some shit I wish Last of Us had, like
yeah.
vehicles, and it's an open world game.
It's The Last of
I
Us
don't know.
mixed with The Division.
Yes, which I don't know how I feel about because I'm not a huge fan of like massive, well, not even massive multiplayer online games. The Division isn't really that, not technically, but
Yeah,
these like all online multiplayer looter shooter style games. But if this doubles down on that survival aspect of it, this might be something special, dude.
I like the idea of just having other random players out there because
Me too.
you never know what kind of interactions you're gonna find. That was the beauty of games like DayZ and Rust
Yeah.
was that you like run into other players and then they'll either hold you up like get on the ground, do a little dance for me, or they'll just come up and just give you shit, or
Yeah.
like team up with you. So like this game has the benefit of being of looking better and maybe playing better because those games like the controls fucking suck and like it's doing like way
Yeah.
too
Oh
much.
yeah.
This seems a bit more grounded and like we're gonna make a game here first and then we're gonna
Build
like
the experience around it.
yeah.
Which is cool
So
with me because again, it looks like Last of Us, and it's not a detriment to it. I'm always in the camp. If someone does something right, steal it,
yeah,
and this steals a lot of the cool parts of Last of Us. But it's actually like in a game I can play and have fun with. I have mixed opinions on Last of Us 2. I love Last of Us 2, but I also hate that it's like not a game for so much of it. But and people who want to know what I mean, like they can listen to our Last of Us podcast that we did a couple months back.
um, the thing about this is that so they did the opposite of like what Ubisoft usually does when they show a game like this because like Ubisoft that will do like the fake like voiceover shit and like make it look like it's people actually playing. But this,
Which
there's
nobody
no,
talks like that, by the way. But
yeah,
this
no
is
one
just
talks like that. This actually seems a lot more realistic because no one's saying shit. No
yeah.
one says shit through this whole thing. It's just like, just look at what's happening, and it's a lot more convincing that it's actually like real.
I'm watching like a separate little video. I'm kind of ahead on it, and like there's a bit that scared me. But it looks interesting. Like I'm kind of going to the like fast forwarding through it, getting some bits and pieces, and it looks cool. There's a cool experience here. I'm gonna wait though before I get excited,
Yeah.
especially with like gaming kind of being in the state that it's in. I don't want like to get excited for something that's trying to be a piece of shit. Um, Again, this game wants to be Last of Us so fucking bad, but I feel like it's doing enough different to separate itself. It's not like this story driven campaign. It's an open world survival game, which works really well with that setting. I liked it a lot. Um, yeah, I'm interested in it. I'm interested in it. I'm going to keep an eye on this game. Um, You also got to look at Path of Exile 2. I didn't even know this was happening. But everyone in the comments is like, "Oh, finally!" And even the description says they announced it in 2019.
Yeah.
Um, this looks dope though. Like, holy shit, this looks really cool. And it's supposed to work with the existing expansions and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's basically, I guess, the same thing you're doing with like Overwatch 2 is that it's going to be built on the current game. So it's a
Which is
complete
dope.
remaster. It's a complete remaster and overhaul of the current game, and then also Path of Exile 2, which is like a complete new campaign
That's
for that
fucking
existing
awesome.
game. So
I like that. That's awesome.
yeah,
I really want to play this. I've been looking for a new action RPG to play. Borderlands has been kind of has been scratching that itch a little bit, but and so is Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn's still good, but this looks amazing. I really want to play this.
yeah. And when I've heard there's word on the street is that when this comes out, it's also going to have controller support, and that wets my whistle like you wouldn't
Oh
believe.
yeah, that was your big thing, right? Like Path of Exile didn't have controller support,
Yeah.
and
So
neither did Grim Dawn, right? Or did Grim Dawn have controller
Grim
support?
Dawn does, but it's not very good.
um, this looks amazing. The first time I saw this was on fucking social media, and I was like, "Holy shit!" We got a Hot Wheels Unleashed game, and it looks pretty good. Like
Yeah.
this looks dope as shit. All the footage is pre-alpha, so everything here is subject to change. But it looks cool as shit, dude. Like I'm honestly upset we haven't gotten something like this before.
It reminds me of Revolt. Remember that game?
A little bit, yeah. I definitely see it. I mean, we kind of got something like this. I think like what was it? What Xbox racing game was it? They got like a Hot Wheels like
Forza.
expansion. Yeah, Forza got like a Hot Wheels expansion.
But you were like using like real cars on like Hot
Yeah,
Wheels tracks.
yeah. This looks incredible. Um, this can be something really special, and I can't wait to see this come out. Um, and a little tagline at the very end: "Pure racing fun." Like I like that. No bullshit. We're not trying to be this like hyper realistic car simulator. So all you car guys can jerk yourselves off over how realistic it is.
That's the thing. That's why
This
those
is
like Sonic racing games are so good. The Sonic All
yes, I
Stars.
agree. I
Like
agree.
it's
Controversial
just
opinion. I think Sonic All Stars Racing is better than Mario Kart.
oh
Controversial
definitely.
opinion.
Definitely. Mario Kart sucks, dude. I hate
Yeah,
those
dude.
games are such bullshit. Oh, don't get me started, dude. On fucking Mario Kart, dude. Every time I think I want to play that and then I play it, I'm like, fuck this game, dude.
This looks incredible, and it looks like it's trying to be a fun bullshit racing game, and I'm okay with that. Like that
Yeah.
we just saw right now where he did that whole like fucking shortcut. That's
Yeah.
insane. Um, I want to play this. I can't wait to see this come out. Frugal Vegan says he loves Mario Kart. That's fine. Mario Kart's a fun party game, but if we're talking like what's a better like competitive experience,
Yeah.
I think Sonic is better.
Because I can beat anyone in Mario Kart with with power ups off. Like we're just talking like the skill aspect of it. I can beat anyone and show skill, but skill in that game is like 2% and like 90%, 98% bullshit.
Which works for a party game. If you're having a party and you have people over that like have never played the game before, they can still have fun without getting their ass stomped.
Yeah,
But if I want something more competitive to scratch that gamer itch, to win and succeed on my own merits, I'm gonna pick Sonic. And this looks like it's trying to do that too. So I can't wait to see more videos on this. We also got a look at Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's getting an update for the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and France. This game looks incredible, dude.
yeah.
Like,
I'm 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 trying to build a new PC. Actually, I have every fucking thing I need for a new PC except the case that's coming from China,
yeah,
and
I saw on the Discord.
it sucks because I'm like I just want to get this thing built already, and I got everything I need except the fucking thing I need to put it in.
And I hear you. This looks really cool, and it's on Game Pass. So we're not endorsed by Microsoft at all, but Game Pass is a fucking great deal, and everyone should be getting into it.
Yeah.
You can play a game like this, so you don't have to drop $60 to realize you can't run it. But no, this looks incredible, dude. This looks incredible. Fuck. This is like what I imagined like games would look like when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, we're gonna get games that look like really realistic. You can't tell the difference. Like, this is what I was imagining. This is incredible. We also got a release date trailer for Neo: The World Ends With You, which looks pretty cool. I tried playing the original World Ends With You. I never had it on DS, but I did get the Switch port, and that's kind of shitty. I don't like playing it on Switch like at all. I've seen people defend it. I can't play it. I might try to get back into it later. I bought a nice stylus to play it with. But this game, Neo, looks really cool, and that's set to come out later this year, July 27, 2021. God, this looks crazy. I love the art style for these games, dude. Like, the art's really cool. The music's really cool. There's a lot to like about these.
Very Tetsuya Nomura type shit.
We also finally Tetsuya Nomura. We also got a release date for Edge of Eternity. Now, have you heard of this game before?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been following this game since they did their Kickstarter.
It's on my Steam wish list.
Yeah, me too. I've been following this game since they did their Kickstarter. Back when it was supposed to be like a traditional turn-based RPG, and they changed it to this like grid battle system, which I'm not shitting on. The grid battle system looks neat. I like it.
Yeah, I was into it until I saw that, and I was like, okay, on wish list.
And that's what turned you off of it. No, It still looks cool though. It still looks cool. I like this concept here. I think the grid system could introduce. I've seen some gameplay of it. It looks like it's got some depth to it that I like. And it's still turn-based. It's not like an action game, so it's still a turn-based game. I'm glad it's finally getting released. I'm probably gonna. It's been on my wish list forever now, so I can finally play it without having to deal with early access bullshit. The thing that bums me out though, these fucking facial models are really bad. These are not good. And you'll see right here at the end of the trailer, there's like this bit where like, yeah, right here, like he's like, oh, that's so bad. It's so bad. And it bums me out because like this could be something really cool, but the facial models are gonna distract the fuck out of me, dude. I don't know. It looks neat, and I want to experience this game, but those. If it's gonna focus on the story as much as it is, and you're gonna zoom in on people's faces as much as you are, and you're gonna see that.
I'm sure they can fix that.
I'm sure they could, and I hope they do before it comes out. Because this is the release trailer. This is the we're done. Here's the date it comes out trailer. And for facial models like that to be in that trailer, something that's supposed to entice you to buy the game, doesn't do a really good job. We got a new trailer for some Streets of Rage 4 DLC. Mr. X Nightmare. I like Streets of Rage 4. It was on our Game of the Year list.
Yeah.
I think Streets of Rage 4 is great. ... If you're playing as what's his fucking name? Alex. I tried playing Streets of Rage 4 with who's the fucking main character?
I like Cherry.
Cherry's cool.
Cherry's cool because she can sprint. She's the only one that can sprint. And
Alex is cool because he's got this boxer dodge. Which, what's his fucking name? The blonde guy. I can't remember his fucking name. You know what I'm talking about. He's like Axel? The worst character in the game. Axel. Yeah, he fucking dog shit, Axel. So here's the thing. I played through Streets of Rage, and you told me the game's fucking hard and it's unfair sometimes. And I was like, I didn't know what you mean until I got deeper into it. Yeah. I didn't know what you meant until I got deeper into it. I was like, dude, I don't have a fucking counter. I don't have a fucking dash attack. I have no way of avoiding these hits. The only way to avoid a hit is to use my special move, which costs me HP to cancel the hit out from hitting me and then beat up some dudes to get that health back. But it's so unreliable and tricky. It's really hard to do. And then as soon as I unlocked Axel, I was like, let's give him a try. And it made the game easy. Like the game was so easy after that. I was actually kind of pissed off because I was like, the game was a perfect challenge at the beginning, then it was fucking hard and frustrating, and then it became too easy after I unlocked Axel. And a big part of it is because like I learned how to like exploit those bosses from playing as Axel. That now that I had this dodge, I was like unstoppable. It was so easy once I got Axel. But this DLC looks cool. Like I'm not gonna totally shit on the game. The game's a fun game. Artistically, it's a really beautiful game. It's a lot of fun. Just don't play as Axel. I think is what I'm trying to say. Or if you play the game, you don't like it, do switch to another character because that character might change your mind.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me. God, this looks cool. We also got a look at Watch Dogs Legion script hook trailer. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen this trailer yet.
I know a lot about this.
Oh, you do? Okay, so spill the beans, man.
So script hook for the uninitiated is it's the big GTA 5 mod that allows all GTA 5 mods and like in-game manipulation of stuff. It's like a trainer. It's like a trainer like mod that's built into. It hooks directly into the game, so you hit a hotkey and like a whole menu pops up, and you can change your pedestrian, you can change your model, spawn any car you want, and just mess with the entire game from right within the game.
That's cool. That might
Ubisoft. Now that was not officially supported by Rockstar, and Rockstar actively tries to like shut it out when they can, but they can't because Ubisoft is now officially supporting that. The guys that made that, they're officially supporting them to make it for Watch Dogs Legion. So this trailer is an official Ubisoft trailer.
Damn. Yeah, it even says at the end.
Yeah.
The bottom right corner at the very end, in cooperation with Ubisoft.
Yeah, they're officially supporting this for Watch Dogs Legion, which is cool as shit.
That is cool as shit. Not many times Ubisoft get to be the good guys, but they can enjoy it now for a little bit until they put something else up. That's dope. I love seeing that. I love seeing like devs work with fans, or at least give their blessing to fans.
Yeah. So like a lot of like the cinematic stuff that people make in GTA, they're using this stuff.
Yeah.
This is just really cool. Just see officially.
Cool. Yeah, I like seeing that a lot. I might actually be compelled to buy this game now. I'd like support that behavior.
The game's good too. The game's good. I would say it's a little repetitive, but I
mean that's most Ubisoft games. They're good but repetitive.
It's fun though.
We also got a look. This game looks incredible. I don't know what it is about it, but we got a Harold Halibut. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's a narrative game, but it's done with clay and stop motion. Yeah. It looks like.
Yeah.
Like the models and stuff are all like clay models that are animated over a rig.
Yeah, it's a claymation video game.
Yeah, I don't know how they did this. Like it looks so clean and smooth. Like with games like there have been games that have done this before. Like they digitize the clay animation and they use them like basically like sprites. Yeah. But they're clay-mated images. This looks nothing like that. These look like 3D models made out of clay.
Yeah.
And it looks incredible. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, I really like the look of this game. I think that's why I put it in here.
Yeah, it's on my wish list now because of that. It's still doing this like isometric 2D look to it. You can kind of see that in the Steam page, but the models look really clean, which is why I like it. They don't look like these pixelized like sprites.
Yeah,
Like they look like actual 3D models, which is incredible. I like that a lot. I can't wait to see that come out. We also got to look at this new VR game, Before Your Eyes. I think, well, it's not VR. It's uses a webcam, right,
Yeah.
to keep track of you and to see if you blink, and that like affects the game.
Yeah. So friend of the show, Uncle Dolph, was talking about this yesterday when we were playing
Yeah,
Nier,
on the stream.
and he said this game is fucking incredible, and I didn't
Yeah,
even know it was out yet.
yeah, me neither.
But
It's a trip.
yeah, I put it in here
Um,
because it's just the concept is genius.
yeah.
There's like these little segments that you get to experience, but if you at moments if you blink, it moves on to the next segment. So it's like
Oh,
sometimes it'd be something really fucking interesting, and you don't want to blink because you like want to see it through, but you can't. You can't like not blink forever. So
oh, that's really cool.
um, yeah,
That's really
like
cool. I
this is
like that a
this
lot.
is really like a cool genius concept.
Yeah,
I really want to check this out.
that looks really cool. I really want to play this. It's on my wish list now. I really want to play this. And he uses a webcam, so you don't need like any fancy tech to really play
Yeah,
this. You don't need a fucking VR to play it.
which I'm glad that
Um,
webcam technology has gotten far enough to
but we can do that. Yeah, me too.
that you can make a game based on blinking.
Yeah. It looks cool. And in another trailer that also looks might be interesting depending on how it's implemented. We got a
This
trailer for
bottom this
Ghosts.
bottom half is all cool shit.
Yeah. Ghosts. It's a live action horror game. Kind of gives me vibes of Night Trap.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the big thing about this game.
Yeah.
Not only is it like live action, it's real time. You can only play it at a certain time uh, on a day, and if you
Wait,
miss the
what?
time, if you miss the scheduled time, the characters like die.
No, fuck.
Yes,
What?
yes. You can only. That's the
Where?
big thing about this.
That is
Is
not in the
that
trailer. Like, where
no?
do
It
you see
is.
this in
It
the
is.
trailer?
They say it. It's they're explaining like how the game works.
We mean real time. The game will only work at 10 p.m. in your local time zone. If you try to play it at any other time, you're just gonna see a blank screen. So you'll be playing at the same time as everyone else in the country. I know, cool, right?
So that's the core premise of this fucking game, dude. It's insane if they can actually make it work.
Oh my god, that looks really cool, but like I'm a grown ass man with a grown ass man schedule. I can't dedicate like
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. But but I just
I'll
like
probably
that.
like watch like announce like people talk about it, but I don't think I'll be able to experience this the way they want me to.
Yeah, I love the idea. I hope that it executes flawlessly because I really want to see this work. It's such a cool idea.
Yeah, me too. I like this a lot. Dope. I'm excited for it now.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for it now. We'll have to wait and see when that comes. That's coming out on everything, it looks like. And
yeah.
here's a cool name at the end of the credits there that I really liked. Hold on. I'm pulling it back up. At the very at the what the credits, you'll see it's coming out on everything, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and Steam. But it's also got creature fabrication by the Jim Henson's Creature Shop.
Oh,
Which if you don't, yeah, so that got my attention. I'm like, ooh, we got Jim Henson, the Jim Henson Creature Shop doing the creature designs. I love me some of those designs. Those who don't know, Jim Henson's a puppeteer who's worked on such things as the Muppets, Sesame Street, also some more intense stuff like Dark Crystal. Um, he left and dinosaurs. He left behind a legacy of being this amazing puppeteer, and he has a company that exists after he passed away that still does puppetry and these really cool creature effects. Um, if those of you haven't seen Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance, the Netflix series, it's fucking phenomenal. I love the character designs, the creature designs, the way those look. And if those same people are working on this game, this could be something really, really cool, dude.
Yep.
I like that. I think puppetry is. I'm kind of upset that puppetry's gone because with technology now, we can do some cool shit with it. And if look no further than the Netflix Dark Crystal series, because that really shows off like the cool shit you can do with it. I'm excited for this. If what they're saying is true, I'm not gonna be able to play this game the way they want me to play it, but I will watch streams of it after the fact, and I will hear reviews of it, and I'll have to play it vicariously through other people who have the time to invest in it.
It reminds me of like Nintendo tried the like Satellaview thing.
Oh yeah.
What was it? This NES, Super Nintendo. I think it was the NES.
Yeah.
Which was like a satellite web service, and they did a it would broadcast games like on a schedule, and I remember Zelda was like they call it BS Zelda.
Yeah.
It's not bullshit Zelda. It's
Something in
broadcast
Japanese.
satellite
Yeah.
Zelda, I think. And yeah, and it was Zelda, but you could only play that version of Zelda when they broadcasted it. And it had like a live like soundtrack as well to go along with it that was broadcast too. And you can only play that way. I think now through emulation they've like recreated it so you can still play that. But
yeah,
this is really cool, really interesting.
Yeah, I really like the concept, and I can't wait to see that come out. We also got a look at Turbo Overkill. I've never fucking heard of this game before, and it looks fucking incredible, dude. Incredible. Yeah. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. I like this. If you look in the one of the top left corner, it looks like a dick. I think that's funny. I think that's funny. This game looks fucking incredible, dude. It's got this like low res art style to some of the models, but it also has this like really nice like lighting effects, and it's violent as shit. Like, you got that chainsaw leg you slide around with. It's, oh my god, dude, this game looks dope. I don't know where this resurgence came in and these like hectic, like bunny hop style arena shooters, but I'm fucking keep them coming, dude. Keep them coming.
Yeah. But also just like the style as well. It's like,
yeah, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. I was smiling the whole time I watched this trailer. Like, this is the one I was most excited to see. Like,
yeah, I don't even remember how I found this, dude. It's like I don't remember how I found most of this stuff, but this is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I'm glad you found it because you turned me onto it, and I'm like, this is dope. I'm into this. I want all of this. God, this goes on for like what? It's like a 6-minute trailer.
It's long.
Like 5.5 minutes, and you see some shit, dude.
Yeah.
You see some shit. And I love it. I love every minute of it. There's so much cool stuff here. God, I love games like this. They're just fun. It's like, here's a bunch of shit you can do. Here's like a challenge to overcome. It's a fun game. It's not trying to do this like it knows it's a game. And it's trying to be as fun as possible. And I love games like that. I wish
but like
more
these are the kind of games that like the AAA fucking teams would have you believe that nobody wants anymore, you know? Like, I fucking love I hate that there's no Unreal tournaments anymore. And even when Epic was like working on one, they still have one in the Epic launcher, and I don't think they're like working on it anymore. Like, it sucks.
I know.
But like, and those are the kind of games I want.
That robot game, that was the closest thing we had to it, and that was fun as fuck. Play that for a while. And some devs are trying to do it. Like Bethesda had Quake Champions, and that's fun, but that's I don't know. Like, they're not supporting it anymore, and it definitely shows in the community that no one's playing
like,
it.
There's only Bethesda's really the only ones that are doing it like big time. Like, they have like Wolfenstein and Doom, and like those are like the only two games.
Which even then, like, I played Wolfenstein Youngblood, and I feel like I'm playing Borderlands which isn't bad, but that's not what I wanted from Wolfenstein. You know,
I like
and it,
Youngblood. I like
it's
those
not bad.
games.
It's not bad, but I'm not. It's not what I was expecting. Um, it's still fun, and I like the way it plays. I wish more shooters played like that.
Yeah.
And this looks incredible, dude. And everyone knows, like, I love these kinds of games. Like, I love fucking Doom Eternal, even though you shit on it. I
I don't
love
really
Doom
shit
Eternal.
on it. I like it.
You
It's
don't
just not
praise
as
it. Though.
it's just not as good as the first one.
I think that's where we disagree, dude. I think it is head and shoulders over the first one.
That's insane,
But this looks incredible. Like, I really want to play this. I just thought Shadow Warrior 3 looks very similar, and they haven't talked about that in a while, and that looks exciting. Again, I don't know where this resurgence came from of this style of game, dude, but I'm glad it's here, and I say keep them coming.
Yeah.
Keep them coming, because I will buy them and I will play them.
Yeah.
If you release these games, you'll have at least one person buying them. That one person's me. We also got some new game releases. We got Death End Request. That came out on April 27th. We were supposed to do this podcast last week, but bullshit got in the way, so sorry about that, guys. But Death End Request is a turn-based RPG. It's really weird. It jumps back and forth between like RPG and visual novel with some dungeon crawling elements to it. It looks interesting. It looks Japanese as fuck too, but it looks really interesting. Maybe this might be something I'd be worth looking into. It's only $30. It's not expensive. But I don't really have an opinion on this. I've never heard of this game before. And even looking up this trailer, I'm like, I still don't entirely know what I'm looking at.
I think this is part of the oh no, this is like something else.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because I'm looking at it, and it's got like world exploration and turn-based combat, but it also promises to have some visual novel elements too. Oh, it's an action RPG. Wait, is it turn-based or is it action? I don't know. The trailer doesn't really tell me anything. The trailer would make you think it's a visual novel, but
I like that they have to state specifically that characters depicted in this game are 18 years of age or older.
I mean,
so there's at least one lowly vampire.
At least one. But they're not real. They're not a kid though. They're a 1,000-year-old vampire. Oh God. Doesn't matter, dude. Still a pedophile. This looks interesting.
I was gonna say the way the title format is, it seems like it's part of like the Steins Gate. And there was another one in that like series, but
so what is this? Because is it just wait, hold on. Well, this is weird because you're saying it's coming out April 27th, but
it's already been out on Steam. It's coming out on Switch.
Oh, on Switch. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, what the fuck? This game's been out forever.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
I linked the Steam page because that's the page that has like all the information on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks pretty cool, and it's $30 on Steam. Probably going to be like $100 on Switch because Switch. No, jokes aside. Oh, there's the lolly. I found the lolly. Sorry. It looks interesting. And if it's cheaper, I'll probably pick it up. I'm looking for another JRPG to play and not finish.
Yeah, this has been down to $9
on Steam. Really? Oh wow.
Yeah, or on Gamersgate.
Oh, I might just pick it up on Steam then, or on Gamergate then.
Well, that was a historical low. So.
Oh, well, okay then. We also got to look at Genshin Impact's coming out on PS5. I mean, I don't think that really surprises anybody, right?
Great. Still not on Xbox.
We also got to look at a new game coming out that came out April 28th called To Hell With It. It's a hack and slash game. You are sent to hell. Your cat is taken to hell, and you go after to get her back. Gameplay looks kind of like Devil May Cry, but like clunkier and slower. So like Darksiders. Am I wrong?
I mean,
All right.
no, but like Darksiders is a very good game.
It's a very good game that doesn't do the combat the best.
I mean, it does the combat differently. It's more
does the combat
deliberate.
mediocrely. That's it. It's very mediocre combat. Everything else is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a Zelda clone with mediocre DMC / Gears of War, God of War style combat. It's not bad. It's not the package as a whole isn't bad. Is when you combine a lot of it. There's a lot of parts of it that are very mediocre, but it does a lot of things very well too. To hell with it looks worse than that. Honestly, the combat does not look really good at all.
It looks very indie, so
yeah, it does. It looks very indie, but I don't know, it might be something interesting. There's no user reviews up yet, even though it's been up since like, it's coming out the 28th. Never mind. I thought it was out already. So this is set to come out very soon.
it looks all right. It looks like a game that doesn't get made anymore, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like a PS2 game.
It does. It looks PS2 as fuck, but it still looks interesting. I'll probably come check out reviews on it when it comes out. I don't think it's that expensive, right? It's like, there's not even a price on it yet. Yeah, whatever.
Frugal Vegan was mentioning the semicolon, and yeah, that's why I thought it was part of. Like, I know Steins Gate uses the semicolon, and there's another one in that franchise that uses a semicolon, but I forgot what it was.
We also got an announcement that Total War Remastered is coming out on Steam on the 29th. I'm not a big RTS fan, so I'm not really, I can take or leave it, but I know a lot of people are really, really excited for this.
You know it's a good one because it's the only one that got a remaster.
Exactly. Total War's been around for like ever, right? They got like Rome and Samurai and all kinds of other shit, but this is the one that's like,
there's a Warhammer Total War.
Yeah, there's a Warhammer Total War. And this is the one that's like getting all the hype. That comes out April 29th. It's coming out for $30. And which not bad for a remaster. You know, $30, I think that's fair. You know, it's a 4K upgrade. Some refinements to gameplay. You know, take note, Nintendo. You don't have to fucking charge $60 for an old game.
Does this game have live action cutscenes? Or is this just the promotional material?
No idea.
I like live action cutscenes.
No idea.
Boy, this is remastered. What does this game used to look like?
Oh, and check this out. Look, if you look at the Steam page, there's a half price offer. If you own the original game, you can buy Total War Rome. You can buy Rome Remastered half off if you own the original. That's fucking awesome.
Nice.
I wish more devs did that with their remasters. Either make it a free upgrade. Yeah, make it a free upgrade, or give me a discount for buying it, like a huge discount.
See, Steam does do that often.
Yeah, but it's like 10% the tax. Fuck that.
Usually it's free actually with Steam. Usually if you have the original.
Usually, but not always. I think Dark Souls is like a huge like controversy because that didn't do it, and you had to like pay for it.
I know like all the Mafia games I got for free when those remasters came out.
Yeah, Mafia did that. BioShock did that. I think Skyrim did that, but too many games like aren't. Yeah, but too many games aren't, and that upsets me. April 30th, you have Returnal coming out. Which, did you see that IGN article I linked you guys to on the Discord?
Yeah, there's like people will have their hands on this now, and like the impressions are coming out.
Yeah, like this article says Returnal feels like an actual PS5 game. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, man, finally.
A roguelike? Really? Like, I'm not shitting on roguelikes, but roguelike design is kind of an indie thing, and it's for that reason. It's really easy. I'm not say easy, but it's kind of low cost to make a roguelike because You develop the assets, the algorithm to put it together, and you don't have to actually build levels. You have the game do it for you. I know it's a lot more complicated than it made it sound, but if you're a team that wants to have a game that has a lot of content without specifically designing,
I think they mean here's what they mean by that. They mean visually it looks great, and they also mean it uses that controller in meaningful ways.
Yeah, that they kind of went over that a little bit when I read the article. That's why, like, my first impression was like, how is this roguelike supposed to feel like a PS5 game? Then I read the article and it's like, oh, okay.
Now, as far as the game goes, from what I've seen, not, I'm like,
yeah, it's not gonna set the world on fire here. Like,
yeah,
it's all stuff we've seen before.
$70 game with a deluxe edition.
Yeah.
That's $80.
Which pisses me off. I thought the whole point of games being more expensive is you don't have to deal with that shit anymore. Like, fuck that.
A digital deluxe, which, like,
yeah,
you don't even get anything cool with it. So already just PlayStation is knocking it out the park here. I'm sure the game is gonna be good, but like,
I'm sure it is.
It's why can't I just play this on PS4? Why can't you just crank down the graphic? Turn that slider down a little bit, and give me a PS4 version.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe that game was built from the ground up to work on PS5. No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That's my main issue with PS5 and Series X or whatever, is that I just don't see any reason why, if you're gonna make the game cost more, if I gotta pay $10 extra, what is the main, why can't I do this on PS4?
No, I agree. I agree 100%. I don't know. And in other news, we have R-Type Final 2 coming out on PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. Is this like Raiden? This looks like Raiden, but I don't know. I think
Raiden is a vertical scrolling
right.
shooter.
This is horizontal, so it's totally different.
Yeah.
I know. Joking aside, I like scrolling shoot 'em ups. I think they're fun. Like,
yeah,
I could boot up any like side scrolling like shoot 'em up, and I have a blast with it. And this looks cool.
New one I discovered.
Yeah.
It's not new, but I discovered it recently, called Download. It's called Download on Sega Genesis, and it is pretty badass.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. If I type in download Sega Genesis, I get a bunch of links to like. Fuck. Let me try download Sega Genesis Let's Play.
Is it that hard to find?
Yeah, dude. I'm on YouTube. I'm like trying to find it. I'm like, I'm not finding anything. I type in download Sega Genesis, and I'm getting like fucking how to download Sega Genesis ROMs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, trust me, it's a game that exists.
Download. You can give me a link to it. I would love to see it because I fucking can't find it.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I can whip out the emulator and just like show you some real-time gameplay. But it's dope. It's fun.
Yeah, try to find it.
Types and combinations and shit like that.
You're sure it's called Download?
I'm almost sure. I'm almost certain.
All right, if you can find it for me.
Almost certain.
If you can find it for me, I'd love to check it out because I can't fucking find anything. But back to R-Type. R-Type looks cool. That's all I can say. It looks really interesting. I can't wait. I fucking repeating myself. It's being published by NAS America, so those guys. Oh god, the Disgaea guys. I like the way this looks. The customization for the ship.
I like the way it looks. Cool. It looks slow though.
It does look really slow, but still looks like fun.
Yeah,
I like it. That's something definitely that's might be worth looking into. We also got, for some fucking reason, Terminator Resistance is getting an enhanced PS5 port. What the fuck?
People really like this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of fan appreciation for this, despite the mediocre reviews. But there's a lot of people that do like it. I've never.
I have to try it myself.
Yeah, me too. I've never played this, so
apparently it's really good.
Yeah, apparently it is. So I'm probably gonna check it out later. It's $40. I'm not about to drop $40 to try it, but this looks. I don't even know what to say about this, dude. Like it's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to this.
I'm not even
happening. Yeah.
I'm not a Terminator fan either, so.
I think the first 2 Terminator movies are fucking phenomenal, but that's about it. I think that's the consensus, though. Anything after Terminator 2, you can skip. I don't know. I mean, if it's got enough of a following to get a PS5 enhance or remaster or a PS5 port, I'm interested in it now. I'm curious of it now because I saw it came out. I saw the Metacritic score and I was like, oh, I'll skip that one. But I guess that might have been a mistake to skip it. I should at least try it now.
Yeah.
All right, and that is it, man. That is it for the show. This was fun.
Yeah. That's gonna do it here.
Yeah, man. Tell the people where they can find us, Wasabi.
Gameoverse.com, Gameoverse.com/Twitch, Gameoverse.com/YouTube, Gameoverse.com/Discord.
Yep.
We're in there. Did I miss anything? Hey. Gameoverse.com/podcast.
Frugal Vegan says a good show. Thank you, Frugal Vegan.
Thank you. Switching it up, streaming at nights now. Nights. So if you're a night owl, we'll be streaming. I'm gonna do more Nier.
Go.
Yeah, more Nier Replicant.
Go.
Play through that.
I got shit to do tonight, but I'll probably hop in the chat and say hi.
All right. Bo the Dough still in here. Bo the Dough, I've never seen you before. So thanks for jumping in and staying with us. Jump in the Discord here. Get that Discord link in there. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Peace.